everyone, this is Condor K, here with another new Let's Play series. This time for Advance Wars Days of Ruin. That's a good way to start this. Our world is destroyed. Fire rained from the sky. The land burned. The sky, the earth shook. The oceans raged. The devastation was total. Dust covered the earth, blotting out all traces of the sun. It seems impossible that anything could survive. But, amid the destruction, there is hope. As there always is. Okay. So, I bet you're wondering a lot of things. First off, yes, that's the menu theme. It's amazing. Okay, so I'll talk a little bit here before we start the campaign. Alright, so I said that I didn't want to start another LP while I still had one going, and as of right now, Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door is not finished. But I had another issue with recording it. However, this time it wasn't me who moved away from the recording software, it was the recording software that moved away from me. It's in another country, I guess, would be the correct thing to say. Yeah, let's go with that. For 2 weeks. And I actually have enough Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door to air in that 2-week break. So, if you're watching day by day, then you've probably already seen 10 episodes of Paper Mario by the time this came up. And I will be returning to Paper Mario again afterwards. Not as in when I finish this, I'll probably just switch between doing both of them, LPing them, depending on whichever one's more comfortable. Unless I can finish this game in 2 weeks, who knows, maybe I can do that. So, until I get Paper Mario back, I wanted to LP something, and this was the next game on the list that I can do by myself. I've played and beaten the first 3 Advance Wars games, and I played a little bit of this one, but I've never beaten this one, so that's what we're gonna do today. So we're gonna start. Restore hope to a dying world as you lead your ragtag army through a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Alright, also, another interesting thing I'll just leave here. This game, much like all the Advance Wars games, is made by Intelligent Systems, but I don't think, I'm not sure, I mean I guess since it's the same company, the music should be the same, right? Like the composers. It's only really noticeable in this one. The soundtrack to Days of Ruin honestly sounds like the soundtrack to Radiant Dawn. Fire Emblem, Radiant Dawn. It's like they're one and the same. Like 40 Radiant Dawn songs got lost and they were put in here. Let's go. Let's go in the middle. Shit. I was wondering, because the game has an option for, yeah, I kind of felt that they did this, but I still narrated the first time anyway. That's cool. The game has an option for microphone, like, input. Don't think I can do that, but, like, what for? Like, Starbucks Command had that option, too, but that was for, like, character speech. I don't know what the whole deal would be in this one. Because, you know, no one talks in the Advance Wars games, at least not actual voice acting. I believe I played the first 3 missions of this game. I know the one I left off on was like the first mission that actually has you deploy units, so... Chapter 1, Days of Ruin. Rubinell Military Academy. Okay. I remember this guy. You tell me. Sure, yeah, that's good. Infantry, bike, recon. Yeah, this is not looking good. It's very interesting seeing that, just how shitty everything looks. You know, like such a ruins and all that stuff. Like, I know I'm playing this game first on my channel for LPing, but like just thinking about the first. Wow, you sound like a dick. Wow. Nice one. Alright, I got a tank. I don't think you guys have a tank. Nice. Done with that one. Yeah, it is, boy. Remember that. Seriously, the first 3 Advance Wars games were very light. They had their moments, but they were still more comedic. This is like serious shit. You know, the world's dead. People are killing and no one's taking war like a joke. Of that I'm aware, but I don't want to. Like, I know how this, how the terrain works in Advanced Wars. You know, like, wood provides more defense, but slows down your movement. Forests and all that stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Granted, ruins never existed before, but you know, duh. I know this game in Europe is called Advance Wars Dark Conflict. So is the title of the first chapter called Dark Conflict in Europe, or is it still Days of Ruin? I don't know. This is interesting to think about. At least he acknowledges what they are. It better. I don't know if you can really count on me using that bike. It's gone. Yeah, I'm sure he's okay. Damn. I am too. That sounds crazy. Digging your way out of that. I like how even the text reminds me of Fire Emblem. In a way, like... It's very specific, though. And Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, but that's cool. Ah. Well, if Will's anything like Squidward, that's all you need. Alright, let's do a quick save. Alright then. So that was chapter 1. Nice. Of course, you know, these games, the Advanced Wars games, have always started out easy, like the first few missions and all that stuff. At least in the old school ones, like Orange Star and Blue Moon sections of the game were always so simple. And then from then on, it just started kicking your ass. So I don't know when this game is going to start doing that. Chapter 2, A Single Life. But I'm kind of not looking forward to it, because these games can get hard as shit. Captain Brenner. Of course it isn't. That sounds really healthy. He's got a point. He's right, it doesn't. Listen to your captain. That sounds great. Yeah, and I also I'm keeping probably even more quiet than I do during Paper Mario when the dialogue comes up, because this is like the 90% blind run, maybe 100 given I don't remember every single thing that was said during the first 3 chapters. So, you know, it's like me experiencing this game for the first time, and I'm excited. I like Advance Wars. Oh, the music in this game, man. You know, one of my favorite things about Advance Wars has always been the CO themes. They've always been so fucking awesome. Oh yeah. That's cool. And it's like... Oh, that's what... Okay. I noticed the icon, the bullet icon. I didn't say anything. Yeah, it's out of ammo. So yeah, that's how Advance Wars works. Most of your heavy artillery has two weapons. They have their main armory, and then they have their just lesser sub weapon. They only use their sub weapon if they. Yeah, we are. Your name's just the Beast. You're not that important. So like a tank's main gun is its most powerful thing, and if it runs out of ammo, it'll exclusively use its machine gun. Or it'll use its machine gun only against small enemies like infantry, mechs, and bikes, because those are just dudes. You don't. The game doesn't see fit to have you use your cannons on those tiny things. They do the same for recons. Oh, actually, no, I don't think they do. It's just because I'm out of ammo. Getting a little mixed up. Found someone. Man, that Rubenel grunt's a dickbag. Like, come on, dude, you really lost that much faith in humanity? I just want to headbang like crazy to this music. I love it. Rubenel. 1,296,973 men? That's a big army. Damn. Well, she is just a wealth of lore. Alright. Thanks, Lynn. Alright, so, indirect units in Advanced Wars games, they're indirect, so you can't attack with them like in one square, unless, you know, very specific cases. And another thing is that they actually can't attack after moving. You need to plant them in a location, and then the next turn they can shoot at something. I just leave it there. So you gotta be very aware of where you're putting everything. Fuel is scarce. Avoid unnecessary movement and keep an eye on your fuel gauge. That's another thing. The units can only move so far. They have like 99 fuel units and they use one per movement, and I think one just standing around a day, I think. At least in the case of vehicles. And to combat that, you have APCs, or I think they're called rigs in this game, which can refuel and resupply ammo and fuel to vehicles. Of course, I don't have any deployed in this map because we're just starting. But, you know, that's good knowledge to have in the future. And there. Pretty flawless so far. Your units were injured, and they kept coming at me in single file, so, you know. I guess not. Wow. Usually the games limit you to 100 points in each category, and you have to get the perfect 300 to get an S, so that's interesting. At least I think you do. I could be wrong about that, don't quote me, please. Damn. Yeah, sure. I found her, might as well. Or Will found her, might as well. Okay, I was spending a bit of time setting up. So, while I have passed over 20 minutes, I think, at least, according to my recording thing, we're gonna do one more mission. Because why not? I really want to get into this game, so let's go. Chapter 3. Free Haven. Maybe. Oh, there are people there. Okay. So we found Alexandria, nice. Makes sense. Yeah, Lynn seems to be very, cold. But hey, I guess she just speaks the truth. Yeah, no need to be dicks, yo. Then again, I guess, you know, given the world, it's to be expected that people are kind of hoppy. Yeah, look at the houses in the back. They clearly aren't doing well. But then again, no one is, so... Warmongers. Man. Little bitches. Your village. We probably are. I wouldn't doubt that. So let's show them that we are. For the motherland! Oh yeah, and you can turn off these animations. We can skip the battle animations. I just kind of don't want to right now, so I'm not. I'll probably start skipping them when the turns start getting longer, or I'll just turn them off. That's generally what I do. It's like that's how I play Fire Emblem and Advanced Wars usually. I have the animations on, but eventually it'll get to the point where it'll just take so long for turns to go by. You might as well just not even bother. You know what's interesting? Beast has his own CO theme. He's basically a CO. You know, commands these horrible raiders. And yet, you can't play as him in, like, free play. I don't think he's an unlockable character. It doesn't make much sense to me, honestly. Like, I don't get it. So they got a tank, and oh, they have an artillery. Those are the only things I'm really worried about. Oh, shit. Oh, whoops. I actually didn't mean to skip that. See, that was a mistake. I actually did not notice that until it was too late. Oh well. Yeah, I only checked the tank's range. I didn't even bother to check their recon, so I deserve that. Alright, you can do that. So if you have a unit with, if you have 2 units with 5 HP, you can join them, and you'll get 1 unit with 10 HP. Or, if you have a unit with 6 HP and a unit with 5 HP, you'll join them. They'll stay at 10 HP, but you'll get some money for the difference. At least that's how it worked back in Black Hole Rising and Dual Strike, I believe. And maybe the first one. Once again, they could have changed anything in this game and I wouldn't know. Oops. I just put my artillery in the worst location. I wanted it to be close to act as like a deterrent to their artillery. Clearly, it's not how it worked out. So come on, come on. Ow! Wow, that hurt. So see, the issue here is that enemies are very smart in how they place their artillery and such. They always have been since the first Advanced Wars game. So it's really annoying too, because they put them just out of range, or they put them in range, but whatever you sent, but they also put something in the way so that if you do send something to go destroy the artillery, they'll probably destroy what you sent. And you don't want to lose any units, so it's kind of a dick move. There's that artillery. I'm gonna have to brute force it, because it's getting closer. Dealing with artillery and such is always a bitch. The only time it ever isn't is when you're playing as Grit in the old games. The reason being is that Grit gets an increased range boost. So instead of artillery having like a 2-3 range, this has a 2-4. Which is really awesome. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's another thing that changes in this game. When you destroy stuff, your units rank up. I think that changes, like, increases their attack power. I could be wrong. But it was only introduced in this game, so I'm not too familiar with what it does. They'll probably explain it as I go along. They've been explaining a few things, but I just haven't really been reading it because it's the basics of Advanced Wars. Terrain, checking weapon range, unit this, unit that. Pretty simple stuff for now. You're gonna pay for this? No, I'm not. We've already beaten you 3 times. At what point are we supposed to pay for it? I'll give that guy credit. He's very determined. Good riddance. Oh, they most likely will. Something like that. I don't like this guy. He seems pretty shifty. You know, I think it's funny that even in a world that's a hellish landscape like this, politicians and their like will still be dickbags. Whatever. Alright, so that brings us to the end of our foray, our first episode foray, into Advanced Wars Days of Ruin. I'm enjoying it. Granted, it is obviously very easy so far. Like, I think anyone could do these levels. Granted, I could have screwed up even worse in that previous level, aside from just leaving the artillery in range of that recon, but still, I didn't do too badly. So yeah, I do remember most of this. Not too well, but I kind of get where we're going. Or I knew what we would be doing at the beginning of the game, but where the story actually kicks in, I don't know when that is, and I don't know what it's about, but can't wait to get there. So, until next time, hasta.